Hello everyone, this is Stephen with Synergistic Nutrition. I have a client that just reported to me that years ago when he worked with me, he had a hyperthyroid. I put him on a certain supplement protocol, he followed it, and in about, I think it was 3 months, he said, 90 days, his thyroid readings were normal and all the symptoms were normal. So I was very happy to hear that. He took a long time to tell me, but he's very happy with the results he's had with that and with other recommendations as well for his kids growing up. And so I'd like you to hear his results. He had a hyperthyroid. In 3 months, he was normal following the protocol I gave him. Here you go.
It's Glenn Poore. I'm 52 years of age. A few years back, I was lying in bed and my heart was pounding in my chest. Thought I was having a heart attack. I went to the doctor and he said my thyroid was overactive, that I had hyperthyroidism. I was told to have my thyroid killed and then get on thyroid hormone medications the rest of my life. That was not acceptable, so I started doing research on other ways to go. I found Dr. Heuer on the internet and had a consultation. He gave me a regimen of nutrition and supplements, and within 90 days, the shaking hands and heart pounding subsided. I went back to the doctor for a checkup, and the doctor was astonished that my T3 levels that were off the charts before had returned to normal. I would suggest everyone talk to a naturopath, Dr. Heuer, about your health issue to become whole again. 888-988-3325. That's 888-988-3325.
Pretty amazing, huh? So I share this with you so that you know we can help people with hyperthyroidism. We can help people with other complex health challenges. So that if you have a loved one or a family member that has a health issue that you don't know where to go to find the answer, you might want to consider working with me here at Synergistic Nutrition. Another important topic that I want to share with you today is the subject of heavy metal detoxification. So I myself had mercury poisoning. So as a teenager, I had 2 large fillings put into my mouth that were the mercury fillings in 1976. They changed the amalgamation, so they removed the silver and they increased the copper content. So that particular filling gave off 50 times more mercury than the previous kind. So even though I had 7 previous mercury fillings in my mouth, I wasn't sick from them, but these last 2 made me very sick because of the change in the amount of mercury they released. So from about 1976 forward, I suffered from the die-off of the nerves in my intestines, which resulted in very severe chronic constipation. It was very, very, very severe and very, very scary and unpleasant. So from that point to 24 years transpired, I couldn't go to the bathroom normally. I did all kinds of fasts and cleanses, so I cleaned out my system, but everything moved through really slow. So I still felt always full, always bloated, always self-conscious, very uncomfortable. So I learned a protocol taught by a famous medical doctor. I followed the protocol, giving myself DMPS, 5 cc shots of DMPS once a month for 4 months, and then I gave myself 3 grams of DMSA once a month for 5 months. And of all those months, on the 9th dosage, my bowels started to work, 75% normal for the first time in 24 years. So I was very excited. I knew I was on the path to healing. But the problem with the DMPS and DMSA is that they're synthetic. They're very hard on the kidneys. They pull out the mercury so fast that your body can't excrete it, so it redistributes and redeposits elsewhere. So I would get very weak and very tired after each one of these treatments. It would take at least a week or more to feel somewhat normal. And I had chronic fatigue at the time. So I got off of the DMSA and the DMPS because it just kept messing up my kidneys and messing up my body and making me weak. So I said to myself, now that I've made this much progress, I'm going to use 100% natural means from now on. I did the chlorella, I did the cilantro, I did the extracts of cilantro, I did zeolites, and all those products have merit. But it takes very long for the body to be detoxified of heavy metals when you're just using natural chelators, such as those things that I just mentioned, including lipoic acid. I tried what's called the Andrew Cutler protocol, and it was not much progress really for me. That was using lipoic acid and small amounts of DMSA. And then years later, I discovered a product called Mercury Magnet. So with this product, they did studies on pigs, and Mercury Magnet basically is a peat moss material. So they take the peat moss, which is a natural heavy metal magnet. They remove the heavy metals in the molecular cages of the cellulose structure of the peat moss material, and they put potassium and zinc in instead. And so when this goes into the body, the potassium and zinc come off of the molecular structure, go into the body as nutrients, but now these molecular structures are open and naked and wanting to bond to a heavy metal. So they basically cause this magnetic draw of heavy metals out of the body and into the intestines. And this stuff's very powerful. They did studies on pigs where they would deliberately poison them with mercury, and they separated them into 4 groups. You know, one group got nothing, another group got a small amount of the mercury magnet material, the next group got a little bit higher amount of the mercury magnet material, and the third group got the highest amount. Well, the third group that got the highest amount of this peat moss material, the mercury magnet material, experienced a 87% removal of mercury out of their nervous system in only 11 days. Okay, that's like a miracle to get that much out of the brain in only 11 days. So I've used this in my practice for some time. It's worked very effectively. This is one product in a protocol that I put together. I call it the Mercury Detox Protocol, but it does deal with all heavy metals. And that particular protocol is based upon many years of working with myself and my clients. And now I know what's the most efficient and effective natural way to assist the body in detoxing all heavy metals, all chemical toxins in a much shorter time window. So rather than being years, you're talking about maybe 3 to 10 months at the most. So if you'd like to learn what's on the report, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can actually call us here at Synergistic Nutrition, 888-988-3325. You can go to our website, sgn80.com, go to the report section of the website. You'll be able to find the Mercury Detox Protocol report there. Or you can click on the link in the email newsletter you got from us. We look forward to talking to you, and we love to hear your results with our recommendations. Blessings.